Hey guys, so I'm going to be showing you how you can use the tips in my previous videos to start learning any language of your choosing, especially if you are a beginner. So follow along and enjoy. If you recall, one of the main tips, or two of the main tips rather, that I gave everyone was to learn numbers and learn 5 key verbs. But one of those 5 verbs was to learn to have. In Yoruba, that word is ni. You want to look at all of the context that is to your disposal. So we know that the word ebi, just from this translation that the book gives us to start, means family. And this will be important because you want to make sure that you take stock in how many words you know as you approach any given reading. So in pink, I've highlighted all of the pieces of information that are named. So these aren't things we have to translate. That's just identifying a person in the text. Next, we're going to go through numbers. If I'm looking at this, right, and I'm a complete beginner, I've only followed the steps that I've mentioned in my previous videos, I know that I can spot 2 words, meji and kan. Meji in Yoruba is 2, and kan or ikan is 1. Now we're going to go and see our key verbs. I see the word ni a lot in this passage. I know, because I followed the tips from the last video, that that means to have. So already, I'm finding a lot of things I can use to understand what's going on in this passage, even though a lot of these words might be unfamiliar to me. And actually, just for those of you who are learning Yoruba, I made a mistake. Ni in this context is different than ni, because it doesn't have a high tone. But that's getting technical, so let's continue. The next thing you're going to want to do is look for cognates. Now, cognates are words that are similar across different languages. We use the word mama in English. It means mom, and it means the same thing in Yoruba. Baba, we might not use that word in English, but that's a common word across languages to mean father. So right now, I already know mama, baba. I already know what those words mean. I didn't need to look it up. So you have mama, mama, and baba, baba. This text actually tells you what it is, but even if I didn't have that, I could probably figure out that this is a way of saying my mom's mom or my mom's dad, just from context. And then you go to mama, baba, and baba, baba. Now, if you've learned how to conjugate the verbs, which I suggested in the original video, then you're also going to know pronouns, okay? So if I've done that, if I've accomplished that tip, I will be able to see that re, okay, or re, o, okay, these are pronouns. And just a little thing, because you're learning how to conjugate the verbs, you should also learn how to do the negative. So I do not, and the positive, I do, of any verb. I already know that ko in Yoruba means like no. So let's actually try reading this, right? Titi, ni, ebi. Okay, Titi has family. I might not know what this word means. Let's highlight it. Because what you're going to do with any reading you do, if it's complex, if it's simple, is you're going to try and find new vocabulary. So I don't know what pupo means. So we're going to write it down. Pupo. I'm starting to see another word that shows up over and over and over again. It's ruko, right? I keep on seeing this word. So ruko. But you don't always have to search up what these words mean. Sometimes you can figure it out from the context. We already did this sentence, right? I got a good idea. Titi has family. All right. Ruko, mama, re, ni, ebun. So if I'm looking at this, Ray, in this context is his, Titi's, mom, and then Ebun. Because I know this is a name. Baba Ray, his dad, is Kune. Again, I keep on seeing this word. So just from the context, I'm thinking maybe Oruko means name. O is he, she, or it in Yoruba, for those who are learning the language alongside me. He has mama, mama, and we already know this is maternal grandmother. Okay? I'm guessing this is saying, his grandma's name or her name is Funke. Okay. Okay. Also a grandfather. We know what that means because they told us. That grandfather's name is Mosun. You see that we don't have a lot highlighted on this last sentence. So we're going to need to use a lot of context to figure out what it's saying if we're a complete beginner. Titi has this word. What does that mean? 2 of these. And he has this word, and he only has 1 of these. This word, okuri, this word shows up twice. From context, I'm thinking maybe this is describing these 2 words, or this is something that these 2 words have in common. When you're reading anything, you want to use all of the context you have. So from context, I'm thinking, okay, these must be all of their children. And the children of my parents are my siblings. So when I see this, I'm thinking, okay, maybe these words, maybe that's a way to say siblings in Yoruba. I don't know for sure. I'm going to double check. But from the context, that's what I think it means. So why am I doing this? I'm showing you that if you use a combination of what you already know and the things I told you to start learning immediately when you try to learn a new language, you can already start to read in your target language. So reading this, I'm seeing, okay, Titi has a lot of family. Maybe that's what Popo means. His mom's name is Ebun. His dad's name is Kunle. He's got a grandma and a grandpa on his mom's side, but not on his dad's side. And then he has 2, and just so that y'all know, especially those who are trying to learn Yoruba, Aburo is younger sibling. Egbon is older. Okuri means male. So this is basically saying Titi has 2 younger siblings or younger brothers and 1 older brother. already, just by following the tips I laid out in my original video, you as a beginner are able to make a lot of sense of an entire paragraph in your target language. You might not see a lot of words here that you recognize, but you were still able to follow along and figure out what this word means and figure out what to study next.